Hi everyone, I'm Catherine from the Lady Critics Library, and on this gorgeous day, I am filming outside and bringing to you my tips for BEA this year. Okay, so tip the first, and this is the biggest one. Don't be a douche. Like, no, seriously, it pays to be nice. Okay, let's face it, you're going to be at an event with a whole bunch of people who, many like you, are probably going to be really shy. I know a lot of bloggers are. I am. I had a few problems last year actually, like, initiating that first conversation. First conversation didn't go so well, but the next ones were great. And honestly, it was because the people around me were just fantastic. Like, I met so many fellow bloggers that I know of. I was horrible because I don't remember most of their names. And it was great. I always had a line buddy. Whether or not I went to and from lines with one person or a group of people, or if I met someone in each specific line. So being nice to people pays off. Trust me. Also, if you're nice to the publishing people, they're going to be nice to you back. If you go up not really expecting anything, you're more likely to get everything you want. By the way, that really horrible white noise is Sophie playing with a water bottle. I apologize, they're her favorite. Can I give you your pig instead? Play with Piggy. Thank you. Okay, so, rule number 1, be nice. Honestly, it's not hard. Okay, tip number 2, if you're bad like me at remembering people's names, pretty much everyone has their business cards. So, what I plan on doing this year, and I didn't do it last year and I really should have, was bring a pen with me, which I had a pen with me anyway, but each time a fellow blogger or someone gives you a business card, deface it a little. I know that sounds horrible, but like write their name on it, well, their name should be on it, so write where you met them and like something about them to help you remember them. I ended up with so many business cards of so many amazing people last year, and I think there were only a handful that I could be like, oh yeah, I was in this line with this person. And it was more likely always because it was like a couple lines with them. Yeah. Also, a tip is like writing down the conversation that you had with them. I know people have like met others in line, they have fantastic conversations, like they've known each other forever, and then they can't remember who the person was. So, another tip, writing down stuff on people's business cards as you get them. Makes life a lot easier after. Tip number 3, clothing. Okay, shoes. Shoes are important. These things, I know they're super comfortable when you wear them in the summer. Trust me, you're probably not going to be comfortable in them at the expo. I was wearing flip-flops last year, but I wore like sandals that I wore all the time that were flat, like no support or anything in them. My feet were swollen for like 3 days after getting home. That was several days after the expo. So yeah, this year I am taking running shoes and my Birkenstocks for the expo. Both have support, both I can last, and I have lasted more than 8 hours on my feet in them. A good trick is if you have a job where you're standing or like walking around for 8 or more hours during your entire shift, wear those shoes. They may be butt ugly, I know mine are, but honestly your feet will thank you for it. Pack your nice shoes for afterwards, like when you're going out to events. There's a bee around. When you're going out to events with people after, or going out for drinks, or just like everything off the exhibit floor. I know you think right now that you can probably last the full 3 to 4 days, maybe less, maybe more, depending on what all you're going to at the expo. But, probably not. Like, it's concrete floor covered in carpeting. Really, really thin, cheap carpeting. Like, there's nothing there. Like, I would just like go to a little happy place every time I stepped into a publisher's booth where they had the extra carpeting on top, and it was like cushy heaven on my feet. So that's how bad it is. But anyways, on with clothing too. This is a professional event. I don't know how much I can stress this. There were so many people last year who were wearing like track pants. No. If you're going to the gym, track pants are acceptable. If you're reading at home, track pants are acceptable. If you're going to a professional event where all of your publishing contacts are and authors you know, you want to come off as knowing what you're doing. Okay, maybe not knowing what you're doing, but you know what I mean. Like, you're going to be meeting so many people from publishing houses. Like, these are the people who get you the books that you love before they're out. So if you can make a good impression on them, it is going to last so much better than, oh, yeah, that was the girl who was wearing the, like, ripped up jeans and a horrible tank top. So, oh, are you stuck? Just give me a minute. I'm not saying to wear a full-ass three-piece suit. Like, that would be a little ridiculous. The publishing people probably will be, especially the men. But, like, business casual people, stressing on the business, like, a nice pair of pants, like, dress pants, chinos. Like, if you're gonna go jeans, make sure they're, you know, a nice dark wash. Like, they're respectable looking jeans. They're not going to be faded up the ass and ripped showing your underwear. Like, nice crisp jeans. I don't know how else to describe them, but like, you can wear capris, you can wear a dress. Like, if you wear a dress though, please make sure that you can bend over in it and I'm not going to have to look at your ass. That's all I say. Yeah. Like, yes. Also, wear layers. Like, last year, there were days where I kept my sweater on. Like, I just wore a cardigan over, like, a nice tank top. And there were days where the sweater went in the backpack, and I was walking around in a nice tank top. Like, the temperature really varies. I mean, you're packing in thousands of people into a small space. And, like, the first day and the second day have considerably more people, it seems, than the third day. So temperatures are going to fluctuate. Also, when you're walking to and from the subway, if you walk, it's hot. Like, remember, this is going to be June. It's going to be hot. And although you're going to be going in the morning, so it won't be quite as hot, you're still going to sweat for the, like, 2 city blocks you'll be walking. Because it's a long walk from Penn Station. And it's even longer from the other closest metro station. So, yes. What are you eating? You're so weird. Okay. So another tip. And this really will only be for a couple of you. But no biting. I mean, really, no biting. Last year, a girl got bit by, like, a grandmother type. Like, the old lady hauled off, bit her on the arm, snatched 2 books, and ran away. So no biting. You can joke about it, but please just don't do it. I've joked about it. There are books I would bite for. Just not in reality. I'd be nice. Hopefully. Okay, so another tip is about the books. There are going to be really 2 types of books there. There are going to be the types of books that are only for autographing. So these are going to be the books that with the autographing area and the in-booth autographing. A lot of times these books are not going to be made available just to pick up from the booth. Sometimes they are. If the autographing session isn't until Thursday, and if you go up and you're really nice to the contacts there on, like, Wednesday, and you're not going to be there Thursday, and you ask about the book, and you're like, oh, you know, I have to leave tonight to go home, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, I really would like that book. Sometimes they have them on the premises, and sometimes they will give you a copy. That's a big, big sometimes, because for a lot of the books, especially the buzz books, all they're going to have them for is the signing, because they're expecting a lot of people there, and they can't be giving out 100 of them beforehand. So there are signing books. And then there are going to be the books where they were going to stock, like a massive stock of them on tables and behind the counter. And those books are going to change every day. So for those books specifically, take one. One is what you get. And if you want an extra copy, whether it's for a blogger friend who's not there, or for a giveaway for your blog, or I don't know, you just want to have 2 copies, that last reason may not fly over. But talk to the representative at the publishing house. I had a lot of times where there was a book out and I was like, oh, well, you know, it's an extra book. It looks really good. I'll get it for a giveaway. And I went and I asked, and I'm like, would it be all right if I took an extra copy for, what did I say? For a giveaway for, there's a nice way you put it too. For, like, not advertising, but you know what I mean. Like, you're going to make it sound as though them giving you an extra book is going to be in the book's favor, because you're going to be able to get the book out there more. There's an actual way to say this, people, and I can't remember it, and I'll think of it later. But, yeah, so do it that way. Be like, I want to, promotion. There we go. Promotion is the word. So you're going to say, I want to promote this book. Is there any way I can have an extra copy? There were times where I was given 2 extra copies. Like, the people were really nice. Granted, this is going to happen more on Thursday than on Monday. Or, sorry, Thursday than Tuesday. Because on Thursday, at the end of the day, they want to not go home with any books. So they're going to give out everything they can. And if you take 5 copies, they will probably be like, yes, please, take 5. But that is Thursday. Thursday is the end. And generally at that point, most people will have already had that book. But I think I ended up last year with like 3 copies of Forever by Maggie Stiefvater. And 3 copies, I think, of Daughter of Smoke and Bone. So, like, it goes to show, like, if you ask, you're going to get a long way. And if you're nice. It always reverts back to being nice. But yes, without asking, just take 1. I snagged an extra t-shirt for giveaway, too, because I asked.